Hi, I'm Fabian from Sunbelt Transmissions, so thanks for stopping by today. We produce all these videos for you guys to teach as much as we can about transmissions, so if you like our videos, don't forget to subscribe, push the button below, and here's your video. Thanks for stopping by today.
Thanks for joining us today. This is Fabian at Sunbelt Valve Bodies warehouse. Today we're working on an 09G valve body. Going to tear one down for my guys so they can see the process involved. So I have two of my techs with us, Mike and Armando today. We're going to work on a 09G. We use a certain process when we build these valve bodies, and we do it a certain way so we can minimize any kind of cost as far as remanufacturing and also doing a good job by checking out. So let's start. So we're going to be working on an 09G valve body today. This is a core that we had gotten in. We're going to go ahead and do the teardown procedure for it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start. There are a few things that we do use when we start the teardown. We use these little snouts for the older solenoids. They're from other ones that we use when we take these out. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the solenoids off of it. It's 8mm. And there's little keepers for it, so you can move them around. So this valve body has 6 linear solenoids on it. We are going to mark them. We could use an engraver, or you can mark them yourself. I usually start out with number 1 right here on this one, so I'm name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one is 6, which is TCC. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove these off of here. Put them off to the side. These have to be rebuilt. We rebuild our own solenoids in-house. The reason you have to put these in is because there's valves inside here. And if you were to knock this over sideways, you would lose all the valves. So we use these little mock-ups here to hold them in place while we disassemble the valve body. You use the same pins. Okay, now just to hold the pins in, you're going to put the bracket back in place. You can put one bolt in to hold it. And sometimes when you're moving it around, washing it, what have you, the pins will fall out. Come on. Okay, so we're going to remove the last two. Now these come with little brackets. I like to keep them separate from each other, or with each other I should say. That way you got, you don't mess up on your bolt position when you put them back together. So on this one here we also have the little keepers. We're going to remove them. Now this, there's no mock-up for these. This one's a little simpler. Sometimes a couple of these are harder to get out. Let's see. Super strong magnet. Could be raise it up a little bit. That one's in there. There we go. There it goes. Gotta just move it back and forth to shake them out. Put these in here. Move this last one. It's stuck in there. It's always one that's hard to go in and out as well when you're assembling it. This one here's got a different tip on it. It's called TCC. It's TCC. The rest of them are linears. Okay. Then you also have two smaller ones here. These are 10s. These are just oscillating solenoids. These go back and forth. They assist in the shifting, so I'm just going to remove them. Either one can go in either position, so it doesn't matter. Kind of keep the bolts together there too. Keep them like that. Okay. The other thing is that the valve body has adjustments for the solenoids. I like to leave the adjustments factory, so I will not touch these. I will measure them at the end to make sure that they're within specs. And then manual valve. So the way you start this one, you start off in the back first on this valve body. So you're going to go ahead, there's 2 towers here. So you got your 4 bolts. I like to keep them together. So I go like this. You also have to lift up both and the separator plate so you don't lose any pieces. So this one has little check valves in it. There's a check ball here that goes right there. So there's 3 pieces. Kind of keep them together like that. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one out too. This side. So go like this. Now there's one long one on this side. And you got all your short ones there. So you want to pull this one off together, same thing, because there's pieces there. And there's a check ball or a check valve that's right here. That's stuck to the bottom of the plate. So I'm just going to leave that there. So now we got the valve body in basically 2 pieces. There's no other check balls in this. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and remove these. So a lot of times I like to keep the bolts together in one section so you know where they go. So I'll put them in one piece. So on this one here, there's a couple bolts on the other side that you have to hold. So we're going to flip it over. We're going to remove these. On this side. So you have 2 long and 2 short. I'm going to put them over here with these here. These go together. Kind of keeps your bolts separate so you know how it goes back together. Then at this point we're going to just remove the body and flip it over. Like that. So now we separated it. You can see there were some check valves that stuck on this side. You're going to want to put them back where they belong, because you have to mark them as you take them apart. So that's why sometimes when you're taking off, when you're separating them, you're taking your time doing it. And this was just a little one that goes here. Alright, so you shake these off a little bit like this too to make sure there's nothing stuck here, and you flip this one over. If there was, and now there's little check valves here too, and another little pressure valve here, and a couple more on this side. So that's something else, but you want to make sure it's not stuck. So we took it off. Here's the plate, so we're going to wash that plate. And on this piece right here, this is the lower half of the valve body. So we're going to do one section at a time. You don't tear the whole unit apart, okay? So on this particular one, we have some check valves and some check pressure switches here. So like these right here, that's one. What I like to do is I like to put them in order. There is a, you could sort of lay them out on the table the way they came out. You could put a little X here, and then over here there's a check ball here. So I make a little circle, and that tells me that was a check ball in that position. I'll put that over there too. Now I got a check valve here, so it's check. So a little X, got a check there. And then I come over here, and I've got 2 more check valves. Check right here. So I give myself a little mark. They're a little bit of magnet in them, so you can pull them off with a magnet sometimes. Depends on how much oil's in it. Like that. So those go there. And then you got your filter. It's there too. Okay, so we're going to do the bottom part first. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wipe it. Mike, give me the 09D book, the 09G book. So I'm just wiping off some of the oil on it. I'll flip it over. Just give it a wipe. because we're going to do some testing right now. Okay, so we use Sonics, a lot of the Sonics products, so we're going to go ahead and test this valve body using the Sonics charts, which are right here. So if you look at this diagram right here, what this is, it's giving you a vac test. So we vac test every valve body to make sure that it's working properly, and so we're going to do tests to it. So this is one sheet that we need. Okay, so these are the test sheets that we use for this valve body, and what these are vacuum test sheets. So we're going to go ahead and test this first piece right here, which is this one, which is the middle valve body. So we're going to go ahead, put this on our chart. So we're going to bring it over here, we're going to put it on our plastic, on our rubber foam pad. This seals it. We also have a vacuum tester, that's what it's called, and we're going to go ahead and show you a little bit of how it works. Okay, so now we're going to do a vac test right here. So we're going to follow our guide, and this is what we're going to do as well when we do these. So you're going to flip it over, and you're going to look at your valve body. So at this point, you have this large port right here. We're going to seal it, and we're going to see if it's leaking. It's a big port, and if you look at the gauge, it's reading 20 inches of vacuum. Okay, that's a good valve, so we're good there. So we go to the next one, which is this one, this little L shape right here. It's looking good. Then we're going to go over to this valve on this side. 20 inches is good. Then we're going to go to this top of this valve. 20 inches is good. We got another little opening down here we want to check. It's a little bit low. Let's make sure I'm in the right port. It's right below this valve. It's a little low. See how I'm pushing on the plug? The plug is leaking. So if we fix that, it'll come up. Okay, so we got a plug issue there. Then we come over here to this valve right here, and we come over, it's just this one, right here. We got 20 inches of vacuum, it's good. We got 20 inches of vacuum there. That's good. Got this little U-shaped piece. If you're looking at the book, it's the U-shape right here. It's also good. Then we got this little arm here. That's also good. Then we got this piece over here. It's good. Then we got this other one. It's good. Then we got this lower piece, which is just this little slit right here. It's good. And we have, it's kind of faded, but we have this long one right here. It's good. And then we have another long one right here that goes from here down. And they're both good. So this side of the valve body, the valves are tight. There's no leak, so we're going to switch over the valve body. Now we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to check right here. So now we have this path right here. It's pretty long. It's going to cover the whole thing. It's good. How good? Okay, so now we're going to go to the next one, which is the small one, right below it. Looks like it's this piece. It's good. Okay, then we got a valve here, which is this little square right here. It's good. Then we go to the other side. We have this like little, like bullhorn there. We're going to go here. That one's good. Then we have this valve right here. That one's good. Then we have this valve going down here, which is joining two valves together. So let me see. It's this one right here, and it's good. Okay. So after we did that back test, this valve, this section of the valve body, which is called the middle section, it's a good vacuum. That means that all the valves are in good condition, and this is ready to be taken apart, cleaned, and then re-put back together. More. All right, right there. See? Good. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and disassemble this valve body first. And we always do valve bodies in a section. A lot of guys will tear a valve body down and they'll tear the whole thing to pieces. That's where you make mistakes, okay? We use these trays, and these trays separate all the valves for us. It's really important that you put the valve body in a position that you're going to take it apart. So we're going to put it like this, okay? So, and you always count your valves. On this side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slits. So we got a total of 16 plus these front. So on this side I got 1, 2, 3, 4 valves are going to go on this side, and then on this side when I take it apart we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 valves will be on this side. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tear it down. A lot of the times when you're tearing stuff down you have to be careful because the springs will pop out on you like that. So you always go with the furthest one away. So we're going to go ahead and put our spring in, our valve. And most of these valves in this particular valve bodies are made out of aluminum. So you know, early style valves were made out of metal, so it was easier to pull them out. The other thing is when you're using a pick, you never want to push the valve on the skirt. You want to push the valve by the edge of the skirts. Never do it on the face of the skirt. You'll scratch it. Okay, so that's, go ahead and do that one. And we got our next valve right here, which is on this side. You got to push it in a little bit, remove the keeper. The keeper comes out. Then you got your end plug. You got your spring. You got your spring, and then you got your valve again. And remember, you're trying not to push it by the skirting. So what you could do is just tilt it and tap it, and it'll come out. I see it now, so I'm going to just try to give a little push. Alright, so now that's our second one. We have another one over here. This one you have to push, remove the keeper. Then you got your valve. Sometimes the valve will be stuck. You can move it back and forth until it flies out like that. Just kind of stroke it, and that helps release all the trash and the dirt on it in order for it not to stick. This one also has a spring, so I'm pushing on it real easy and make sure not to scratch the valve. There's my spring. Keep it together. Okay, same piece here. Now this one here comes the opposite way, so I'm going to push down on it. I'm going to put my finger over the hole because the spring's going to jump out at you. Okay, so you got to make sure that you're ready for the spring flying out. It's really important that you don't mix up the springs. Okay, same thing, you're pushing. You don't want to scratch the valve, so you're just pushing constantly. And you're looking at the valve to see if there's any big scratches or nothing. I didn't see any. Okay, so that's all the valves in on that side. You can see they're in order now. Okay, the way you pulled them out. So we're going to go ahead and pull them out on this side. Same thing. You're going to push in on it. It's a little tougher. See if it's just being a little stubborn. There we go. So start on that side and push. Feed the valve through. Try not to, again, scratch the valve. That's it. Okay, so there's your aluminum keeper. Now on this one, we'll let it out a little bit. See the position. See how the position is? It's got the nub on that side and it's short. So you got to make sure you put it in the right way. And then there's no spring on that particular valve. Okay. So we now got another keeper in here. You got to push it a little bit. Push the keeper out. Same thing. Push on the valve. There's the keeper. Now some keepers in this valve body are aluminum and some are metal. Don't ask me why. Again, I'm just doing the tap sequence, tapping it down. Then I got my spring. So I tapped it down, got my spring, went like that. Now I got my next one too. Same gig here. Now sometimes it doesn't want to come out, so you gotta maneuver it a little bit, stroke it, make it become loose. This spring does not look healthy. Let's see if we can push this one. So it's giving me a little trouble, so I'm gonna just work, there you go. You just gotta work it back and forth, and then it'll finally come out. Don't try to always force out the valve. Okay, so we got our keeper, our valve, our spring. Looks okay. I thought it was damaged. Do the next one. Same thing. Always push. You try to push it out there like that. Okay. So right now we're having a special on these valve bodies, so we're going to be building a lot of these right now, so they're going to be available. We also do Sonics upgrades to them, but that's another part when we're reassembling right now. All we're doing is checking the condition of the valve body to make sure that it's buildable. And so far, this one seems to be okay because it passed the vac test. So I'm going to stroke this one a little bit more. There we go. Got it out. There's my valve. There's my spring. Okay, I think I have, oh, I skipped one. So now I skipped one. I got to move this over one slot. Got away on me. Okay, so on that side I had a keeper, on this side. My bad. So there's a metal. Push it from this side. Then you turn the valve over and push it. This is a pretty dirty valve body. So when we're done, it's going to be spotless inside. Every one of our valve bodies are torn down completely and inspected. Nothing's washed from the outside and given to you. We don't do that type of work here. We completely tear everything down. And if it's not good, if it's not a good unit, we won't build it. We're picky about what we build. Okay, so that's the last of the valves. So you can see the valves; they're all in order. Here, let's take a look at them. So you can see how they fit in there. Okay, so that's set up right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the valve body and look at it in the light. And you look at underneath to make sure that there's nothing left over in each of the valves, or the bore holes I should say, to make sure that everything is removed. Okay, so this one's ready to be cleaned. So at this point we're going to go through a cleaning process, and we're going to go ahead and get this one ready. Okay, so at this point we're going to go through a cleaning process, so we're going to clean this. We're going to use these brushes that are called buddy brushes, and then these brushes are going to clean the bores out. We're going to clean all our pieces and reassemble it. Thanks for joining us today. This is a little bit of what we do. This is like a 5-hour job for us, so I can't videotape the whole thing, but thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.